popping, beautiful people? Happiest of what day is it today? Hump day? Happy hump
Today's
day.
Wednesday, hump day.
Yes, it is Wednesday. Welcome in, you guys. We are back to cover. I thought this was a new season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but according to the DVR, this is season 13, episode 16. So we
Mm-hmm.
are continuing from the last season. This episode is titled Southern Fried Lives. Welcome in, James. Thank you for continuing to do the Lord's work and recap this show that will not die with me. Welcome.
No problem. I am here. Hey, everybody. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. This ain't easy getting up here and doing this for free, y'all. We giving up a lot of free time to be with y'all. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel so that way we can continue going with this because we are deserving after almost 3 years in April of doing this. Come on, y'all.
3 is my lucky number, so maybe the third year will be great.
Let's hope.
YouTube, if you stop shadow banning me, we'd be good though, because sometimes people say they don't know when we're live and things like that, but that's okay. I'm gonna get on and share the live, but let's get into this episode. It was okay. Hi, Shani. I don't know if you're still here, but welcome in. Happy hump day to you. I hope that your week is going smoothly. I really do. It's cold as hell in the Bay Area. Oh, thank you. She appreciates us. We appreciate you too.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
And genuinely, y'all keep us through. This episode was okay. The cipher idea, I feel like, is brilliant. Whoever came up with that. Love and hip hop. So you want to see them connect to music in some way. And it's a reminder that though these people are ignorant and they make terrible choices as it relates to dating, they're all pretty talented in their own little unique ways. Most
Yeah.
of them.
Most of them. Yeah.
I'm not going to give everybody that. Shani said, yep, I'm here. I'm off work and I'm off till Saturday. Amen. That's amazing. So you off now till Saturday? That's literally amazing. What are you going to do? You should do something. Get something done. Hell. But y'all, we're going to start this episode with the cipher. It was interesting, but I am going to comment on the cipher because Spice was dressed like Thomas Jefferson's concubine, as Karen Huger would call it. And I I didn't understand it. Spice is beautiful. She is beautiful, skin popping, all of those things. Spice is beautiful. Let go of the blue hair and some of these outfit choices, Spice. I know you see that outfit, James.
I'm trying not to. I see how she bait me in like that. I was trying not to say nothing because it was a few questionable outfits, but from both the men and the women, it was a few questionable outfits. But yes, no, ma'am, no, Spice, don't do that no more.
I'm sorry, y'all. Based on, I have family members that went to and graduated from Morehouse. It seems like Atlanta, from what I see on television to what people tell me, has become just a cesspool of foolery to a certain extent. And this cast kind of represents it. I don't know why I thought of Karen Huger when I saw.
It's because it's something that Karen would have worn 20 years ago.
Not 20 years ago.
Because I don't feel like she would wear that today. I just don't. I feel like if we were talking about Karen 20 years ago when her wig was way back here, yeah, I feel like Karen, way back here. Yeah, I feel like Karen would have wore that. I do. I actually, when you said it, I was like, oh my God, that is spot on.
Lord help us. Shetty said the chick that is married to 24 hours, her outfits are always questionable to me, as well as her.
She is questionable to me.
She's questionable.
She is very questionable. I kind of feel like I can't wait till we get to that scene. Oh, I can't wait till we get to that scene.
She's a mess. She's a mess. That was it for the cipher. I think it makes sense to bring it in there. So good job to MTV for that. Now, we start the show by seeing the group get together at Mama D's house. I'm thinking it's some sort of event. I knew they were at Mama D's house because Mama D don't move. That's how you keep your wealth. But Mama D, you arrived on a carriage with Ernest? Where the hell did he come from? I thought they was having problems and was just doing the common law thing that Black people be doing, not getting divorced and stuff. But it turns out that she's still very much with Ernest and making it work. I said, do y'all remember them on Marriage Boot Camp? Mama D and Ernest did, I think it was Couples Therapy or Marriage Boot Camp. They did one of the little couples reality shows. And I was looking at that like, are they going to make it? But they are proof that you really can have ignorance and toxicity in your marriage up into your 60s and 70s. And if it works for them, then hey.
Who am I?
Maybe it's something too. Once you get older, the drama goes away or something. But she pulls up on a horse and a carriage of some sort with Ernest. And we get to the little barbecue, and Mama D must be able to cook because this cast will show up no matter what the beef is if Mama D is cooking. If Mama D or Sierra is cooking, the cast shows up. So that tells me them two can cook. But Rennie Rucci asked 24 Hours and Selma about Puerto Rico because we left last season finding out that Selma allegedly was dropping it low and spreading it wide for Sierra's brother-in-law, who's not cute. If you are going to cheat on your husband, up your standards, please. Please. Not cute and broke. Like, how do you go from an award-winning producer who worships the literal air that you breathe to Sierra's brother-in-law? The worst of the worst that Atlanta got to offer. Did that, like, if you're going to cheat, James, if you're going to risk it all, especially in a marriage, let the shit be worth it. Please.
I agree. I mean, I don't have no man right now, but the only time I would cheat, like, it would have to be because Michael B. Jordan knocking on. I'm sorry, I'm cheating for Michael B. Jordan. I'm sorry, I'm cheating for who else would I would like realistically be like, yes, I'm sorry, there's no other Michael B. Jordan, and there's somebody else that I would cheat for that just, I'm sorry, if they knock on my door, or I'm not gonna cheat, I'm gonna leave you for them.
I'm gonna leave you for them.
I'm gonna leave you for them. Yes, so sorry, I'm gonna leave you. I'm not gonna cheat on you. I'm just gonna leave you because if they say, James, come on, especially if they got money like that. And as I said, I have certain key things about Michael B. Jordan specifically that I see that I can deal with that a lot of people cannot.
Well, as for Selma, I just feel like, girl, you doing it wrong. I never understand why people get married, like, to cheat. But I know it happens, but it's just something that I genuinely don't understand. Y'all, I done misplaced my damn.
Well, see, to me, their marriage gives, this was a security marriage anyway. That's all that this gives. It doesn't give me I don't think she's attracted to him at all.
No.
I don't think that they really have a genuine chemistry either. It just seems like she's beautiful arm candy and out of his league, and she's bored. So she goes and entertains men.
I don't know what she's doing. She's a weirdo though, but she claims that she does admit to talking to Sierra's brother-in-law. She says that she used to talk to him, but she says it was from 10 years ago, and that's where the confusion is coming. And I do not believe anything that she says. And 24 is pretty much coming at us with the I'm a stick beside her. Do what you do, sir. Your wife cheated. She's a bop. And I'm going to tell y'all why. If she used to talk to Sierra's brother-in-law 10 years ago, she has still cheated. They have been married for 9 years. And they said they were together prior to the marriage, I believe, for like 3 years or something like that. So you was cheating on your man regardless, Selma. Why is it any less worse? I don't give a fuck if you cheated on the nigga yesterday, last week, or 25 years ago. You still cheated. And I'm still looking at you with a side eye. Because why? It doesn't make any sense.
We all looking at her with a side eye. We all looking at her like, ma'am.
And then to lie about it, you're forcing people. The more you lie, the more people question it. The more people question it, the more your man is made to look a fool. So if you want to stay with him, the best thing that you could do is tell him the truth off camera or tell somebody the truth. The truth.
Yeah, I feel like, tell somebody what's going on so that way they're aware, like, especially if he's not keeping his mouth shut. Like, the best thing you could do is clear your conscience and be like, yeah, we fucked around here and there. It was a little bump and grind, but me and my husband got to understand it. That's all you got to do, because that's clearly what it is. That's clearly what it is. Y'all have an understanding. Y'all just do. Because there's no way. Yeah, they have to.
Didn't Lil Zane say that at some historical spot in Atlanta? It wasn't at Mama D's house. No, they were discussing her cheating at Mama D's house in this scene. But last season, Zayn was saying stuff, but everything did originate from Sierra's brother-in-law, her brother-in-law, however the hell. So they're running around telling everybody about Selma cheating, which is weird to me. That's a whole nother thing. But if she didn't do it, they wouldn't have nothing to talk about. That's why you got to be careful what you do.
That's why you gotta be careful what you do, and you gotta watch, short, little, skinny people like Lil Zane that who nothing got shit to lose and want to ruin everybody else's shit because his shit ain't on there. So
Lil Zane is just not all there in the head. She said, how DMX said, I love my baby mama. I never let her go. That's
yeah, he meant the hell out of that one.
He did.
Because that lady put up with way too much shit for me. Lord rest his soul. But
Hi,
that
T1. Welcome in. Welcome in. Y'all, yes, please like the live, like the video. We appreciate you. Kiwan did her video. It looked like you did yours last night. Child, I fell asleep. But this episode, it was
it was all right. Yeah, it was all right.
Scrappy arrives at this little party with his new girlfriend, Brittany, who we know he's not with today anymore. Mm-hmm. And Mama D takes it upon herself to let Scrappy and Brittany know that she has invited Bambi because they made peace. I'm for it. I'm here for it. Some people might be like, no, Mama D's just meddling in this relationship. She don't seem to have a problem with the Brittany girl. The Brittany girl honestly seems to know how to handle things. I feel like with Bambi, Mama D had issues because no shade, Bambi can be disrespectful. And I don't think Mama D respected the way Scrappy and Bambi got together. None of us did. But I think now she's learning she needs to, relax so that she can see her grandkids. I do think Mama D cares about her grandkids. So
I think it was also, I think it was that, but I also think it was how people were coming at her about her involvement in, Scrappy's relationships with the women, particularly that baby mama. So I think that she backed off a lot. So that, because like people were saying some crazy things that she couldn't even defend. And I think it was also that. And then also it was that whole she didn't want Scrappy to be gay thing. So she, invited the strippers to use birthday parties when he was a teenager. I also think she was trying to get ahead of that shit too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that did all happen at the time of filming. Either way, for the benefit of the little grandbabies, I'm just happy Mama D's not starting crap yet.
Yeah, right. Yet. Don't speak too soon.
But I love Mama D. I love me a messy mama on TV. I really do. Now, Bambi does arrive to the body. I said, okay, Bambi, body is tea. You look amazing. She does. And Scrappy starts acting all sorts of weird. Scrappy just starts acting all sorts of weird. Like he was literally acting the way that I think we all acted with our first crushes in middle school or something. Yes, middle school. Scrappy was acting all sorts of childish just because a woman that he was married to, lived with for many years, and made 3 kids with, was in the room with his new woman. Why is it taking so long for Brittany to meet Bambi? Did anybody catch that? Because he's been talking to Brittany for a minute, and I can't understand why you wouldn't want her to meet the mother of your kids, but it is Scrappy, and we know they ignorant. But he's extremely nervous for them to meet, but eventually he goes over to introduce himself because Brittany's like, she don't want to deal with the elephant in the room. And it was funny because Bambi was being polite and she was cool, but she also kind of threw some shade. Scrap was like, she done been around the kids a lot, and so I thought it was time for you to meet her. Bambi said, oh yeah, everyone's around the kids. You always have people around the kids. I said, Bambi. Because Scrappy does give me somebody who every woman he talks to is going to be around his kids. Like, I feel like Scrappy keeps a woman on his arm so that he don't have to do as much for his kids. And yes, men do that. And some women do that as well. But Scrappy, I feel like he's a pro at it. But everything goes okay. Bambi asks to speak with Brittany privately. They go into the kitchen and talk. Scrappy's further acting like a teenager, taking his phone and zooming in so that he could tell if they're getting along or not. And the producers asked it, and I think we were all thinking it. What is the problem if you're not with Bambi, you're divorced? Why would you be nervous and think that anything could go wrong by these women having a conversation? Either you think you really have some sort of golden dick, or you've been sharing your private part around and you don't know, you probably can't keep up with your lies, Scrap, but their talk did go well. But how'd you feel about it? I felt it was all childish.
It was childish. As far as Brittany goes, she reminds me of Kendra, and I don't know why, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
Not good.
But yeah,
Ignoring what's in front of her that she's aware of.
right, because she is correcting him. Like, she had corrective action immediately when he went ignorant style on her. She immediately corrected that. So she does give me that she may be a girl's girl at the end of it all. I mean, I am sensing a little energy like that. But I just felt like, to me, it's like, Jock, these are women out of y'all leagues. They just are. And y'all are trying not to slip up, but you're slipping up. And you're nervous because you're afraid that whatever Bambi could say to her can tarnish however you want her to see you. That's just what I feel.
Yeah, Scrappy's childish. It's like, if you just work on yourself, you wouldn't have to be nervous at all. But
right,
he won't do it. We've been watching Scrappy since 2010 on Love and Hip Hop, and he ain't gonna change. He ain't gonna change. Shani said, I did like the grown woman talk they had in the kitchen. I ain't got no problem with you as long as you treat my kids right. Make sure you return them the same way you got them, and in that order. Okay. And I respected that. I feel like that's what we need to see more on TV.
Oh, absolutely.
Please, because especially if you divorce them. If you divorce him, don't then be mad about who's around. As long as your kids is treated right, that's all that matters.
I feel like, and also she seemed mature enough that even if she got some firsthand information about Bambi from Scrappy or Mama D or somebody, she wouldn't take it into a consideration that this person's going to be a rah-rah like the other women did, who were ignorant as hell and just was ready to fight on sight because they heard this, and that. So you automatically took that with everything you had. This lady, I feel like she collected mental notes and wanted to see for herself. Mm-hmm. That's why I said she reminds me of Kendra. She really do, because Kendra was like that in the beginning. I don't know where Kendra went wrong. I don't really feel like going through that.
Kendra went wrong where a lot of women go wrong. I feel like a lot of women settle without being willing to acknowledge or admit that they've settled, or they just be happy to have the partner. But the fact that Brittany met her kids before she met Bambi is a problem.
That you is.
Can tell that when she was talking to Scrappy and was like, the elephant in the room, are we finna? And then I'm thinking back to last season. Brittany has wanted to meet the mothers of his kids.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I knew that Scrappy and Brittany would never work out, because that's a mature woman. If you're interested in meeting the mother of his kids, that is smart. I don't like the idea though, if I was dating a man with kids and I hadn't met the kid's mom, I would be telling my man, I'm not comfortable around your kids yet. I'm not doing this until I can meet the baby mama. Because if you can put her in front of me and she don't mind being in front of me, then that let me know y'all probably really done with each other. If you can't, or that's a problem, or it has to be a discussion, then I'm moving the fuck on.
Yep.
I'm just saying, y'all.
Yep.
Work smarter.
No, yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it should be. And that's the test of it all, to see if they really are still, because y'all have to understand, a lot of the times these men, especially when they're ignorant like this, they still have some attachment to the mother of their children, where they feel like they can still have sex with them and still lead them to believe they're gonna get back together and shit, Tara, Peter, and Amina. So it's like, I just feel like, for me, looking at this, I love that she was like, no, I need to meet her and this needs to happen. And you're not going to call her no number 2. That's disrespectful. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, he needs to stop doing that. The baby mama number 2, because Bambi is not baby mama number 2. She did not get pregnant until they were married for a little bit. Regardless on how we feel about it, her child came after marriage. So we can't call her a baby mama. She's an ex-wife. Well, Scrappy don't keep these chicks around very long. He doesn't. My son's father could not stand the fact that I got along with his other son's mother. We still talk to this day and call each other. That's my baby mama. There's no reason for y'all not to get along.
Yeah, that you guys, your kids are siblings. So it's like, yeah, like, of
made it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Kids can sense that tension. They be knowing y'all ignorant. The kids, they can't tell you because they don't want to get bopped.
That's why I don't, when I answered that question on our shout out to our collab channel, Watch Your Best Friends, I said I can deal with one baby mama. I can't deal with a slew of them. I can't do that, because there's always going to be an ignorant one out the bunch. And then especially this kind of situation, 2 men being together, it's going to be something. So that's why I'm like, unless I got Jock's harem, where they all get along and they, everybody know their position and stuff. I can't do it outside of that.
Fair, very fair. Didn't Brittany meet the last baby mama already? Yes. Shakira from Brooklyn, she did meet. And that chick was screaming on her. Shakira was also screaming in the driveway of a house that Scrappy bought for her to hide in, pouting her coochie like Evelyn did at OG on Basketball.
Sure did.
And Shakira was found on a Now That's TV Zeus show. No shade. I know some of y'all enjoy baddies. Let me tell you something about these shows, baddies. You can enjoy that shit for entertainment, but trust and believe nobody with real respect and worth respect and respects them. So when I saw that that's who we got with, I said, oh, you got one of them ignorant hoes. And that's exactly what you're dealing with. Some ignorant bullshit from one of your ignorant hoes. That's what you get. You get what you pay for. How about use her name? And right now is Bambi or Adiz. Give her something. Craziness. Lord help us. But we go from Scrappy shenanigans. We are just pretty much getting introductions to everybody and updates. We see Cream Key, who is a Chicago rapper, and Saucy Santana, as well as Erica Banks. They're all meeting up and talking with Carly Red and things. And Erica Banks lightly touches on the fact that she's gone to jail. I'm not going to discuss it too much here. We'll come back to it. Stop holding drugs for people. Anywho, Mendices and Lil Mendices decide to go fishing. And Mendices, you took your son fishing, but you don't know how to fish. Talk about, we don't fish in the Hudson. You might catch a body.
Boy.
I hate when New Yorkers do this, right? Because I used to spend a lot of time in New York with Younger. I have family there. I'm going to say this. I hate when fucking New Yorkers do this. Yes, you live a city life. Y'all act like the fuck like y'all not are on a fucking island. You are surrounded by nature and water and ocean with buildings in the center of you. And I get it because there's people in Deep East Oakland that ain't never left the neighborhood. There's people in San Francisco that ain't never left the Fillmore district or ain't never left the Bayview. I get it. But he act like there wasn't a drive or somewhere to go. But based on Judy for his mom, I'm gonna give Mendices a
yep. Right. Why would you rubbing up coconut oil on that?
I cannot. Like, I'm pretty sure if Mendices would have tried to go fish, Judy would have been like, no, nigga, pay the rent. I feel like Judy was expecting him to pay the rent at 12 years old. I feel that in my heart. I do.
That's terrible.
I do. I don't care. Can't nobody tell me different. Judy, some of these moms on TV, I think the worst one though is the SWV Escape. Latasha.
Oh, Latasha and Tamika's mama.
Tamika's mom. I think she's the worst. I think she's the worst. I'll take Mama Jones. I'll take Tokyo Tony. I'll take everybody over her. I'll take everybody because she.
That was pretty bad. That was. I'm sorry. Damn.
Shanny said the water's all around us, but girl, you don't want to get in that damn water. You'll come out glowing. God bless California.
Nice fresh spring water.
We can get in that.
We can drink. We can get in that shit. We can drink the tap water. It's fine.
Mendices, it's kind of sad though the way he grew up though, because it's like, damn.
You can see, he definitely is a product of his environment.
Wasn't exposed to nothing like crazy, but it is what it is. At least he's there for his kids, and that's a positive. But they go fishing with Jock and his son. I said, Jock, I wouldn't have my boy on TV when you fought him just a couple seasons ago. I haven't let go of that. And I know people have moved past that, but it's like you assaulted your child.
I forgot that happened.
You did wrong by your child. I don't like that, but okay, Jock. But they step aside from their kids because we know the kids is just here for the show. And they talk about, stop laughing at me, JoJo. They talk about Yandy and her escapades. Because James has been saying since before we had our channel, Yandy be in Africa with Quad and them sitting on African Shaka Zulu eggplant emoji.
I said that when we first did this. I said it.
He's been saying it.
I want my flowers. Yes, I want my flowers.
No woman, I was just telling my husband this, no woman married or in a relationship is going to countries like Greece, Turks and Caicos, the prettiest parts of Ghana and the Kenyan coast. Yandy done been everywhere that's for couples without a man. Okay. So yeah, Mendices has had to see pictures because the time that this was filmed is the time that the old African dude was butthurt that Yandy was keeping him in hiding and airing her shit out all on the internet. And so we got pictures of Yandy and this man having a time. And Mendices is kind of like, I can't deal with that, man. Can you deal with that? We went through hard times, but you emotionally had a connection with someone. First of all, stop saying that. Y'all know Yandy sat on it and spun several times. 2, for a woman to emotionally cheat, if a woman's emotionally attached, I promise you the coochie's wet and they're doing more. Because that's what drives us. Niggas will fuck all day with no emotion. Women, a little bit different. 9 times, now some of us are hoes, and that's just the truth. And we pray that them sisters will be delivered. But for the most part, emotional, like if it's emotional, that's what we need to get going. So I feel like Yandy just don't want to say that she cheated because Yandy never admits to anything.
Well, yeah, she lies all the time. Here's the thing. When your best friends in real life is Portia, Quad, and all the rest of them, Angel and all the rest of them, yeah, you see how Portia move, you see how Quad move, you see, yeah. Yandy in good company. So I said it from the beginning. It was crazy because it was like every 3 months I saw them in Africa, and it was like, okay, don't nobody go to Africa this much unless, you know, you getting somebody to hit that G spot. It makes me remember especially
that going to Africa, yeah, with different wigs, so you could be a different bitch each day. You got full makeup team with you. I mean, you talk about you going to Africa on business, but you posing on a yacht and a thong on business.
Mm-hmm.
Yandy,
just stop. Yeah, I said it from day one. I said I know what I'm looking at. I'm sorry, I said it.
Here's the thing. The thing of it is with Jock made sense this time. Because Mendices looked at Jock and was like, I can't deal with the cheating. Would you be able to deal with this if Kendra told you she had an emotional connection with someone? And Mendices looked so stuck because Jock said, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't be happy about it. It would tear me up. But I'd have to just deal with it because I love her. And I done put her through the ringer.
I was just going to say, Jock, that better been the only answer that came out that mouth.
But I was so glad he said that because men, it is different with men. Men think that women are just built to forgive and deal with shit. We not. And if you fuck us too long, we're always going to be more analytical and smarter than you. And then with some women, they're vengeful. And then there's other women that feel like the only way you're going to learn is if you experience the pain that you were causing them. I feel like Yandy was not cheating for a long time. But I feel like if I hold someone down for 7 years, no dick, dealing with your raggedy ass baby mamas and they drama, after you already had a bitch pregnant at the same time as me, and then you come out and cheat on me because Bendici's been spreading his little ruffles, his New York specialties all over Atlanta. I mean, hell, I feel like they moved to Atlanta partly because she wanted to get the hell away from it. And Keywan is right. And his raggedy ass mama. And then you still want to cheat on me up and down the eastern part of the United States of America. I'm not mad at Yandy for cheating back. And that's not her fucking husband. That's just her boyfriend that she got some babies with. That's her baby daddy. Because these niggas ain't married. And I now see why they are not married. I feel like Mendices, you can't get mad, and I'm not mad at Yandy. But what I'm annoyed with Yandy, stop acting like this your husband, girl. Stop trying to act like y'all just this.
Y'all already got your spot blown up, Yandy. The fact that Yandy is still trying to keep up with this lie, it's like Yandy. I don't know, and y'all talk about Stacy. No, Yandy is the original of this shit. And we just say, okay, well, Yandy lies. We know she lies, but y'all give Stacy. I was watching the recapper giving Stacy hell. I'm like, okay, but we don't give Yandy that same treatment. And here's the thing, I don't be mad at Yandy a lot of the time because I know on the flip side, Yandy deal with a lot of fuck shit from him and has for a very long time. And I wasn't mad when she went to Ghana and was doing. I told y'all I'm not mad at Yandy. I'm not, because at the end of the day,
Mendices will never be able to do for Yandy what she can do for herself. And that's
Right.
something that I feel like a lot of people haven't wanted to say. And I'm not trying to tear a black man down, but I'm gonna call a spade a spade. That nigga can't do shit for her. She got her degree to fall back on if TV don't work. She has experience. She's got connections. She's got multiple businesses that she built while he was away. She don't need him for shit. She needs somebody on her level who's gonna respect her. But
Yandy need to go to Dubai and get her somebody from there. She need a billionaire. I feel like there's certain women I feel like need men to have more than what she has, and I feel like a lot of the men in this country that has what Yandy has usually want white women. They usually do majority of the time. So it's
true.
Yeah. So I feel like I need black women to start dating outside their race and start getting men that, just pull a Janet Jackson. Now we understand that man called her a bunch of B words, but
I think people should just be open to date whoever is interested in you. If someone shows interest in you, date them.
Yeah.
Date them. And if they're not black, that's okay.
That's okay.
If still black, hell. But let me see here. I missed some comments. Shetty said, come out looking like Chevy Chase in that movie back in the day, Modern Problems.
I love that movie, by the way.
I wanted to tell that one little boy, I was screaming at the TV, pull your pants up.
I hate seeing that. Like, to me, that is not a thing anymore. I don't understand why we're still doing that.
You got loose booty. You sending a message that you are a part of a community.
I need him to do something with his hair too. He's too cute to be that hair all over his head like that. Y'all, young men, listen to me. That is not cute. Your hair being all over your head is not cute. You need to do something with it. I don't care what it is. Just do something.
I hope Yandy ain't out there meeting up with Marceau. No,
Marceau can't afford Yandy, and we know that.
He could barely afford Tisha based on was looking in the premiere.
Right.
So Yandy probably about to befriend Mia. Mia's no one's friend.
Mia's no one's friend. And Mia, the thing about Mia's lies, they're dangerous. Yandy's lies are just ridiculous. Yeah. Mia's lies are dangerous. That's a dangerous person.
Her kids and keeps them off limits. Mia does not, and that is despicable. And I think that's why that's the one time we saw Giselle just read somebody for filth, because it was despicable. And now she's dating a man that was caught on camera running away from a transgender person that he was having sexual relations with.
So, and she denying that shit. And it's like, Mia, come on.
It's on video.
Yeah, it's like, girl, stop.
He was holding his junk while somebody that looked like me was holding their junk, and he was running and nothing but a towel. I mean, that doesn't just happen. There's nothing that happens. Unless the building is on fire or someone says, Amina, there is a BOMB, you're not going to see me run out of nowhere in just a towel. You got me twisted. I'm going to take my time and get dressed. But
me too.
But yes, Kiwan, I agree with this. I'm glad that she is spreading her wings too. I think it took her too long to realize that she's better than that in the situation. I also feel like she wanted to wait till her kids were a little bit older. Because I have a feeling when she's busy, he'd probably be watching the kids. The originator of Liar, Liar, Pants on Fire. That little boy got some good here, and he is gorgeous. Why he is not a hair model or something? Get him a shampoo conditioner deal. He does model for Yandy's Yell Skincare.
I was just going to say, yeah, he does.
But he has gotten into light modeling as well, because I do follow them online. He seems like a good kid. I wish him well.
I do too.
And Mendici could thank Yandy for that too. Shit. And the other old girl, the other baby mama. But y'all, Erica Banks meets with a publicist and a former district attorney for the United States. And it's about her case. She pretty much just learns the realities of her situation. She was caught in the airport with a gun in her purse that was registered to someone else and reported as stolen. That's like 4 charges right there. Yep. In addition to that, they found marijuana on her. I live in a state where weed is legal, and even I know that I cannot bring my legal California weed to other places. I mean, I can, but
if you get caught with it,
you fuck.
That's your ass. That's your ass. Yeah.
I think once you get past 30, if you still doing shit like that, grow up or stop smoking. It's not that deep. When I go on vacations, I'll be like, whatever. I'm just not gonna smoke if it ain't legal there. It should be that simple. But Everyone is different. But Erica's in basically some serious trouble. She did cry. You could tell she was coming in there trying to be a boss, trying to be a G, but she did cry. And she was like, it was funny at first. I was recording myself in the cop car. I said, how you do that? Hell, when I got arrested,
Okay,
they
maybe,
turned the phone off. They
maybe.
would like to call anyone to let them know where you're going.
Right, that's them some friendly police officers. And are you jazzy? Can you put your arms behind you and then all of a sudden, what is that
I was
called?
looking at her like you recorded and stuff.
Yeah, like how you get your hands right here? Did you just go like this and just twist your hand? Like, I don't know how jazzy
Maybe being known helped her, but she's gonna have a hard road. She may be put on all these restrictions, things we all know about, because she was charged. When you're charged in an airport, it's federal. So trouble she's in. I think because it's her first offense that she'll be okay. Erica, just tell. Okay, girl, just tell. Whoever's gun it was, because I don't believe, Venmo believe that Erica Banks with the father who was a pastor was just walking around with guns. Maybe the weed, I believe, could have been hers, but I don't believe she walked around with stolen guns and things like that. I just don't. I'm looking at that girl that she was dating, the stud. I think her name is Joe or Dre, whatever the fuck her name is. Where's she at? Why is she not on camera? You was talking about you in love and exposing your dad as homophobic and stuff last season. Where is your stud girlfriend that you wanted to marry? Where's she at? Because if I get in trouble, you're going to see Mr. Best on my arm everywhere I go. Teresa and Joe Giudice on The Housewives ended up divorced as soon as they got out of jail. But until they went, they stuck beside each other. So I'm looking at Erica like not much happened because we only learned so much. But where is your boo? Because shouldn't they? Right. I want a Nene Lace. Where is your scooter? Where is it? That, like, where is Dro? Dro got you in trouble for carrying Dro. Where the fuck is Dro? I'm just wondering. James, I know the scene was like nothing, but do you have any comments on Erica's little situation?
Just because I've seen her in person and I did not have like the best impression of her at the event that we were at. I just feel like for me, this is kind of like another thing where you women need to, if you really are holding stuff for other people and putting yourself at risk for other people. And I mean the stolen gun thing, because I agree with you. I don't think that that's hers either. I think she was holding it for somebody. There was a girl I worked with at the post office. She did that same goofy shit. Ended up going to jail behind a man. I'm just like, girl, y'all listen, ask questions. Why do I need to hold that? Where'd you get it from? Yeah. No, it's okay. I'm good. You need to go put that somewhere else. Don't be afraid to tell the other person you're with, no, I'm not going to do that, because at the end of the day, your freedom is your freedom. Regardless of y'all being together, your freedom, and you should have willpower to say no. And if they really loved you the way they claim they do, they would never put you in a compromising position like that in the first place.
Y'all, I grew up in an area and around some people who do be with the shit and stuff. And I tell people all the time, I don't want to be around that. Where you get that from? What's in the car? What we do?
Absolutely.
And now it gets to a point where people who know me in my neighborhood be like, no, leave me out of that. Don't even ask.
You can't fuck with James. No, don't even ask him, because he's finna cuss you out. Yeah, and you're right.
To stand for yourself, it doesn't make sense. But Erica, I do wish her well. I think it's a lesson to everybody. Once you get to a certain age, especially when you have something to lose, be careful what you do. Also, in a state that allows open carry, I'm curious as to why the gun wasn't registered when you in one of them easy states. It ain't like here in California where you got to go through leaps, bounds, hoops, double dutch, do backflips and shit.
No, the gun was registered. That's how they were able to report it stolen.
Yes, but I'm saying to her, my point is, why do you have a stolen weapon when you live in a state where it's easy to obtain weapons?
Like I said, she was holding that for somebody. That's how I feel.
It for. I'm like, if I lived in one of them states where y'all just be tutting weapons like it's nothing, like there's no reason to have a stolen one. I would understand that more so somewhere here, where in California there's so many restrictions on guns. Even if you get a license, you can't even get the type of weapon you want, have the amount of ammo you want. That would make sense somewhere like here, not somewhere where it's so easy to get a weapon. So whoever she's holding it for is stupid as hell too, clearly.
No, she's stupid for even taking it, because I wouldn't have took it. I think we're just raised.
A gun is in your purse.
In your purse.
I know that purse was wearing you down.
Yes. I think we come from a very open environment where we see a lot of everything. So nobody can really pull the wool over our eyes and say, "Hey, look, hold this gun." No, the fuck I ain't. Where that gun come? No, 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 no,
Yeah, because
no.
Erica be rapping like she from somewhere about it, but she grew
Yeah.
up in a church. Then I don't care if that church was in the hood or not. She grew up with morals and the will to know right from wrong. So
Yes. Them
I'm
be the
looking at her
main
like,
ones
girl,
that you be like, come on now, you know.
I can't. Let me get the
Yeah.
comments. Shetty said, "Girl, what is wrong with you? You can always get that wherever you're going. Do you not see that?" Snoop does it. It's true. You could check in wherever you're going. She's well known. That's why I'm blaming it on her stud girlfriend. I didn't trust that
I
bitch
can't
anyway. When she
blame
said her name is Dro or whatever the fuck, I said, not the bitch named after some weed. I said, you know what?
y'all let this weed take over too much.
No, they did. Okay. They make potheads like me. Listen, I smoke weed every day. I also work a job. I'm sober in my job when I'm working it. I do a great job. I'm a 4.0 student. Like, it's some people that smoke weed that make the rest of us look bad. Okay.
I'm
Look,
trying to
look,
tell you, y'all
don't put
make
it on
it.
all of us.
No, I don't put it on all of you, but I'm just saying some of you make
Yeah.
it
Some of them,
to where it takes over the whole atmosphere of their life, and you're like, it's only a substance that you should be
no
doing.
shade. That's half a class of '08 at Mount Eden and half a class of 2010. Half of them let the weed take over their life. I be seeing updates. I got Facebook. They did. It's true.
I'm so glad I never got attached to that shit.
She
Oh,
said double jointed when they can bring their arms over their head like that. Double jointed, yeah. Where is your scooter? She said you better point like your name is Stacy and their name is Cookie.
oh,
Right.
I'm trying. Here
Erica
it is.
and them baby bangs just slow. I knew something was wrong with Erica when I saw that she put on a wig. Her hairline was up here where mine is, but the baby hairs came right to where my glasses are. I said, "She's the lights
When
are
she
on."
came to Miami, she didn't have her hair like that. So I think this is some shit she do for TV because her hair was not like. It actually was a. She had a French fro. It was cute. It really was. But it was like, yeah, she didn't have them. She had the baby hairs like that. I don't know why she does this on TV.
Job hopeless. When I go on vacation, I don't carry nothing with me. But when I went to Italy, you damn sure I found the smoke shop. Yes. When you go to certain places, you can find it. You can find it. The only place I didn't trust it when I went to Mexico, I didn't trust it. I didn't trust it because I have a friend who was from there, and he was like, if someone come up to you for a certain type of car, don't trust it. That's the cartel. Also, he was like, can't trust the weed down there. They put a little stuff in it. I said, oh no. So I was like,
Not they
shout out to
marinated with
you,
other shit, but
Marcelo.
damn.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? He said, you'll wake up in another place. I said, what you mean I'm gonna wake up in another place?
No, that's terrible.
Always have you some friends overseas because they gonna gang
Yes,
you up. They gonna gang
yes.
you.
I have a friend that's moving to Panama, so
A lot
soon.
of expats go there. A lot of
Yeah,
Americans move
yeah. I
there.
have a friend moving there, and then I have another friend that is moving to England pretty
Oh
soon.
wow,
Yeah,
that's
she's
kind of
there. She's really excited. She inherited her ancestry. Her parents just passed away. Her mom actually inherited a house, but she knew nothing about it. So she found the attorney and says that she's a descendant. Once her blood test came through, she got the house and it's paid off.
yeah. I mean, in other countries, they make shit real easy to do right by
Hmm.
family. Meanwhile, in
Yep.
America, they say if you can't bury the body in an amount of time, we gonna do it, and then the government gonna take half of what the person got. America's shady.
Ain't
Uh,
it?
Shandy said, when I went to Hawaii, you know the dude that was the doorman back had the Peles in Hawaii. They will look out for you. They will look
Oh,
out
I
for
got to have a conversation with you about that later on.
yeah,
Remind me, because
okay.
yeah, I got not about that, but something else about Hawaii.
Hawaii. You want to go to Hawaii? I'm always down to go back to Hawaii. Josiah, we might have to go to Hawaii.
We got to have a conversation first. When your
Love
PTO start
her.
back over, I need you to reserve 3 days.
Hawaii is one of my favorite places. I love, love, love it. I want to go back. The only thing is when I go back, I don't want to go to Honolulu. I'm over Honolulu. I kind of want to go to the Big Island. Shani said, James, I want to hear the conversation too. I'm a nosy Gemini. Period. We are.
I
No,
can't say
she
that.
will.
I can't say nothing now, but you got to come over to the Watch Your Best Friends channels, Channy, and I'll tell you there. I'm gonna tell everybody there soon if it happens.
Shani said I was supposed to leave Hawaii, but I said no and called my travel agent, said I need another 2 days.
Oh, I've done that before.
Hawaii's magical. For me, Hawaii, Mr. Best knows why I love Hawaii. Mr. Best gave his best efforts in Hawaii. Amen to the gods. So I had a time. And this time I want to see Hawaii. I'm leaving the room. Because I did not leave the room much. Y'all get what I'm putting down.
My sister doesn't live there anymore because I would be like, oh, we could stay with my sister, but she moved back to Oakland. So,
oh, you know, there's a big population of Hawaiians like leaving for land permanently, and they come here, and I love it. But I want them to be able to afford where they're from. But I digress. Damn USA fucking colonizers. But back into the show. Selma Slim, she meets with Sierra. This was the funniest thing I watched because let me tell you. Oh no, I've been to Hawaii a few times. It's just the last time I went, I was in the room a lot. But me and my husband usually try to go to Hawaii pretty frequently on like an anniversary. The next time we go though, we're gonna do the Big Island, not Waikiki or Honolulu or Maui. It'll be the Big Island or Kauai. I want to see Kauai. But Salma and Sierra meet at a restaurant. Salma says that her nine-year anniversary, her 9-year marriage anniversary was ruined because of a rumor that she ain't even got to see the receipt for. I said, Salma, do you realize what you said? I didn't even get to see the receipt. That doesn't sound good. You should have said it was fake or something, not wanted to see it. So Sierra pulls out the receipt because that's what a Gemini gonna do. If you let us see that you are potentially doubting our word, then we're going to do everything we can and come at you full fucking hard with the truth. That's what a Gemini will do. The worst thing you could do to a Gemini is lie to us. We don't do well with lies. We just do not. So Selma is looking at the receipts and she goes from, and I'm just wanting to know because I haven't seen the receipt to, well, and the thing is, we only talked, and that was 10 years ago, so I don't even understand why you're saying that, and this and that, and you're not making any sense. Plus, I heard that you was talking to a guy named Grip, so let's talk about that. I said,
the way Sierra,
not even a mile a minute. She talked 65 miles per minute. And I couldn't understand why she did this. And I said, baby, this was the wrong person to meet with. Or if you met with her, you should have met with Sierra and talked to her about that. But you should not have blamed Sierra or tried to accuse Sierra of anything, which is crazy. Now, she talks about Grip. And in the words of Shani, who the fuck is Grip? Who was Grip? And Selma embarrasses herself further by calling her friend. Now, her friend Julie was at home. Justice for Julie, okay? Because that's me or James. Julie was just answering the phone for her girlfriend, her home girl. She didn't know nothing. Julie was at home, no makeup on. We see and looked like she lived with her granny with the good arch and the nice decorations on the wall. Julie was minding her black-owned business in her house until her 304 cheating ass best friend called her. And she called Julie talking about, wasn't it you that told me about Grip? And Julie's like, huh? She said, yeah, girl, remember you told me about Grip? Sierra messing with Grip? And Julie said, huh? I don't know nothing about no motherfucking Grip. And then Selma picked up her FaceTime and said, no, bitch, you remember Grip. I said, oh. And then Julie, because Julie was probably at home having her wine, watching her stories, watching some SVU. You know what I'm saying? Scrolling TikTok. And Julie finally picked it up and she said, oh. Because Selma said, I may be saying the wrong name, but you know Grip. Oh, yeah, I might know who, but Sierra wasn't having it. And so Selma decides to get up and walk away after Sierra is like, who is Grip? And the girl's like, oh, yeah, I don't know him. So I said, you know what? Selma, justice for Julie.
I'm
Julie
sorry.
a good friend. But let me tell y'all this. In the words of Keywan JTV, go watch her review. Salmonella is lying. You raggedy bitch. She is lying. And it hurts my heart because, one, I really do value marriage. If you're going to cheat, get that shit out your system before you get married. Please. Because marriage really should mean something more. But it hurts my heart even more because she has a black man in the industry that worships the fucking air that she breathes.
Right.
And will stick beside her. And she gone and done my good brother 24 like that. I can't believe it. It's just like you're making this so much harder. You make it so much harder for people to even like you on the show. Right. Her friend Julie did not play her. Julie was caught off guard. I don't like lying for my friends. I think once we get to a certain age, if you call me and you like, when I at your house last week on the 4th, the fuck you was, bitch. I don't know.
When? Who house you was at? You came to my house?
Nah.
Well, when did that happen? When we eat?
And y'all, I got friends that'll tell y'all when they done bit, because I do, unfortunately, some of my friends being some ignorant shit. Bay Area women be all over the place. They will play the fuck out of nigga. Be careful, man eaters. Okay, but when they get caught, they be trying to call me. I will hang up on their face.
Me too. I ain't got time.
When we was on 92nd.
Hell no, I don't remember. No, I don't remember. No, I don't remember shit. Nope, don't call me. I'm the wrong. Let me explain something. I'm glad you didn't call me. I'm the wrong friend to call. Because I don't remember shit. I don't say shit. I ain't never heard shit. Don't call me about anything and try to lie and put me in that shit too. I'm sorry.
I want no parts. Leave your friends out of it. But I think everybody believes Julie.
Of course. Well, what reason does Julie have to lie? What reason does... And Selma, you got your friend fucked up for even putting her in the middle of that shit. And I would see if the friend knew Sierra. If there was a mutual friend between them. This seems like one of your homegirls that don't even know Sierra. How the fuck would she know that information? So this is what I'm going to say. Sierra was killing me with them bangs, trying to look over the bangs with that hair. It was all like, what happened? Who gripped? And then when she put her ear to the phone. Yeah. I couldn't take the scene serious. I was too busy laughing because she really was, instead of moving the hair so she could see, she was literally trying to see as if the bangs with some drapes or some curtains or something.
Sierra need to figure it out, because if your man brother moving like this, that means your man probably moving too, as quiet as his cat. But Sierra didn't seem like she was trying to embarrass that girl, but I feel like her and her man did do this for a storyline because she don't want to talk about how he couldn't support her through a miscarriage, as quiet as his kept. But
I do agree with that, but then also I do feel like Selma in some respect is full of shit, and I feel like whatever did happen between her and her boy was more recent than that 10 years ago.
Everybody knows it's more recent.
I'm willing to give it 2 years ago. I'm willing to say it was 2 years ago.
But when the texts were originally shown, when the brother was when Zay's brother was showing it, they mentioned the dates were fairly recent. So Selma, she lucky Sierra not airing out more. Like, it's a lot that she doing wrong. You giving other niggas your address, like, you just don't respect your man whatsoever. But if 24-hour likes it, then I guess we have to accept
it. Right, because it seemed like he ain't had no problem with this. So Selma, you could have just said, yeah, I did it. And what was the point of you bringing that up? That's between me and my man. Yes, I did it. Oh, well, I ain't doing it today. I ain't gonna do it tomorrow. I ain't gonna do it next week. That's all you had to do.
Sierra husband Onyx looked like he just got out of jail as fashion idiot, everything he does. But after this little fight, let me catch this comment too. Sierra was messy as fuck, but Osas have her day coming with that man who I believe have her hooked on something strong. I think she be getting high with him. Allegedly. That's my opinion. Please see the disclaimer that is in the description of this video, as well as going across the bottom of this screen in the ticker. But I do notice that Sierra being with him, she does seem odd. He seems okay with her being messed up off wine and liquor and stuff. There's definitely a lot going on there. Definitely. But next thing we see is after they get into it, we see Sierra go to an event, and Zane, Ashley, they're all doing something, I believe, for Saucy Santana or something. And Sierra and her man bring up the issue, and it was funny because the guy Grip turned into Chuck, and production is on their ass, okay? Because MTV say you're not gonna end us like Love and Hip Hop Miami canceled and confused over on another network. They say y'all gonna work for this check, and production looked at Sierra. It was like, who's Chuck? If you aren't dealing with anybody, then who is Chuck? Which production was smart to catch that because most people don't just come up with a random name. You don't go from Grip to Chuck. So maybe there's some truth to whatever was alleged, but it doesn't take away from the fact that Selma is still a messy cheating hoe. And if Sierra were to cheat on Zay, we would all understand. I speak for us all. We would understand. But Carly Red, we get to see Carly. She's newly divorced. Carly, I don't want to see you get married no more. I think it's time for you to leave the show, but she's still here. She's going to be planning a divorce trip later in the season. Carly is finally in a good place with most of the cast. So Carly wants to get Spice and Saucy Santana together to make up. I don't feel like Rennie Rucci was trying to make it bigger than it was. They read each other. They're right. I don't know if I can make up with them. They didn't read each other that tough. It was kind of a dumb argument. And I was kind of on Saucy Santana's side because Spice was incredibly unprofessional with how she handled this cast in that album. But they talk. Before I get to anything, women don't have a problem with men that want to become women or dress up like us here and there. Get rid of the fucking beard, Saucy. It's like an insult and a mockery to women. It genuinely is. That shit looks stupid, dated. It's ridiculous. You had a beautiful wig, hair slayed, makeup done and beat for the gods, and then that nasty ass beard was there. And it wasn't even, it's a beard you need to let go of. It's the thinnest. Like if I were to draw his beard with a Sharpie or a colored pencil, his is so thin it looks like it would be drawn with the pencil. Stop putting on a wig and full beat makeup with that fucking beard. It is not cute. It's driving me crazy. I can't stand it. But I do love Saucy Santana. I just don't like his beard. Everything else, I stand for Saucy. I love him. But Saucy does talk to Spice, and he explains that he didn't respect how she was pretty much egging drama on versus nipping it in the bud and encouraging people to be professional, which is what she should have been doing. And Spice was trying to act like, well, I want to help new artists. Girl, bye. You came on this show to revive your career.
It's like one has nothing to do with the other. It's like, yeah.
You wouldn't be mad that Carly submitted a song with both of you on it for a Grammy.
Right. So, like, yeah, it's just she contradicts herself. And I understood what Saucy was saying as well. Like, there is a level of decorum and, you know, professionalism that everyone should have when it comes to us, because this is work at the end of the day. This is not just also for fun. And also you have to keep in mind, not everybody has the same accolades on here as well. So we also have to
though they did make peace, because I think when Saucy explains stuff calmly, Spice can't help but to understand it. And I think Spice be betting on people to go off so that she'll look better. But I personally feel like Spice's ass should have been fired right along with Erica Mena. I feel like she should have went. Yeah, they should have went for different reasons, but I don't really mess with Spice too much. I don't like how she moves. I think that she should just be an artist. Reality TV's kind of made me dislike her. But I am glad that her and Saucy made some type of peace. But let me get the comment before we get to this last BS scene. Kiwan says she really talks slow and there's something wrong with her husband and his brother Salmonella slept with. We just gonna call her Salmonella. That
Salmonella, yes. I was gonna say Salmonella or Selma, Alabama, one of the two.
I can't stand Spice raggedy ass. I never won't and will. I love Saucy. I love Saucy Santana. I also was worried about him coming on the show, but I think he's one of the best additions to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. He knows how to read people for filth in a way that makes sense, if that makes sense. Like, he doesn't do too much. Like, Zell Swag be calling women bitches and doing the most. Spicy, he'll read you your rights, but he's not going to go.
He's not going to disrespect you.
Yeah. Like someone like Zell Swag would. So I like Spicy. He proves that, or Spicy, Lord. I like Saucy. He proves that you can do this show without acting a fool. And he gets along with most people. And I like that he stood up to Spice because somebody needed to. I'm tired of her.
Yeah, I just feel like with Spice, my only problem with her is that I feel that she feels like she's too good for the show, but still gonna stay on it because the check is consistent.
Yep.
That's how I feel about her.
Says, thank you to it. I was going to say the same fucking thing. That wig and the beard together was not working for me. A lot of people feel that way, though. From what I see, a lot of people feel that way. It's not cute. It's not. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah. My issue with Spice is she can make up with Saucy, but can't apologize to Ashley for being an asshole to her. Spice likes to grandstand like she's better. That's exactly what James just said.
Yep.
And it's true, though, with Ashley, I don't blame Spice. Ashley does too fucking much. And Ashley expects too much when they don't even know each other. And Ashley is married to the hip hop part of Love and Hip Hop and doesn't make music herself. I just don't want to hear Ashley's voice. I just remember we're going to have to hear her voice this season.
God. I forgot she was even in the scenes when I was looking at her. I was like, all of them look alike to me, so I don't know who I'm looking at the end of the day.
Yeah. Spice provoked Erica Mena. I absolutely do not like Erica Mena, but Spice hoe ass provoked her. That's why I feel like she should have left. Now, I spoke out on that live. That was like the second season of Love and Hip Hop that we covered. Racism, if you get provoked, you can be provoked and not go to a place of racism. So Spice was wrong for provoking her, but her provoking her exposed what we've already kind of suspected with Erica Mena with cultural appropriation and how she's been acting. They both needed to go. They brought a certain level of darkness to the show. Legend has it, Erica Mena's titties still do not move. So I think the karma is there. But what can we do?
She can book a hell of out of a Tubi movie, though. Between
Erica
her
can book the hell out of a Tubi movie. She can. And she doesn't do too bad in them. But she's typecasted.
Yeah, like kind of like April Jones's. I just watched her movie not that long ago, and I'm just like, Lord Jesus, y'all playing yourselves.
Erica Mena did a better job than Tawanda Braxton after Braxton Family Values. When we were doing it, I went and watched some of them because I put Tubi on the Xbox app. Child, Tawanda can't act for shit, and she be singing pitchy. Shout out to Petty King, I love you. Y'all seen that video of Tawanda trying to sing the anthem? It's a reason why Kenneth Babyface Edmonds and the other OG, L.A. Reid, looked at the Braxtons and said, I only want Tony and Tamar when she's older and none of the rest. There's a reason why. But I'm going to digress. We're going to move on to the last scene, Lord, which is Yandy and Mendices talking. You know, y'all, I need to talk to my husband. Girl, that ain't your husband. All I'm saying about the scene, because we an hour and 2 minutes in. I'm not fucking doing it, Yandel. I am not. You got us all fucked up. Y'all want to play this sad ass montage of Yandy and Mendices relationship like we supposed to be so sad. We knew that relationship wasn't gonna last. We knew. We all knew. I think we all deep down knew. And I think Yandy figured it out, and that's why she didn't marry him. They have a talk. They're not going to be able to work past their issues. In real time, we know that they broke up because he wasn't supporting her with her friend passing. And, you know, she wasn't happy. She's not happy with him. And now that her side piece has been exposed and she don't got nothing in the side, she's just sitting in misery, having to be with a man that don't really do much. And he's like, you know, I'm building our dream house. No, nigga, she's building your dream house. You wouldn't have shit if it wasn't for her. You'd have a spot on Judy's couch in Harlem.
Or the other baby mama, whatever the fuck her name was.
Erica.
Yes.
Erica. You would be in Harlem, and even the house Erica has seasons ago was in Yandy's name. Because remember, Yandy went and locked it up so she couldn't get into it. So Mendices has nothing that Yandy has not helped him to obtain. So I'm looking at him like, you really didn't think this through. And I just want to say this. You could do everything for a man, hold him down for 7 years, give him 2 kids, help him to get money, income, a career, put up with his family, put his baby mamas in better situations, raise his children.
Especially when they're the same age as your children.
Right. Mike. And still, that nigga will cheat on you, dog you out. And then if you cheat on him back once, he gonna act like you have been the problem in the relationship. Yandy, I understand why you did not marry him. And I don't care about VH1 trying to show and MTV this sad breakup montage. Guess what? When you're not married, you could just break up. You just ain't together no more.
Yeah.
So just do that, Yandy.
That's
M&D
all you gotta
season.
do. Just tell him, get your shit out my house.
Get out my house.
You got until Tuesday. I'm finna go back to Ghana. You got till Tuesday until I bring my black ass back. And if your shit's still there, we're gonna have problems.
Call a notary, say the kids could come whenever, but I'm gonna give you 30 days. I'd say because they live together so long. I would say call a notary, film everything. We gonna give you 30 days, just like you would in an eviction, to get the fuck on and figure it out. And we never forgot this. Kiwan said, "Can we remember?" He
No,
told her he would not hold her down if she. When he said that, I said they'll never be the same. That was
no.
not just bad to hear, but you publicly humiliated someone who publicly stood for you. You bitch ass, you know what?
And let's not forget, she went through hell when he was locked up, trying to make sure shit went well, trying to make sure them kids saw each other, tried to make sure them baby mamas got what they needed, went through drama with them, even though she caused some of that drama.
And
But it's
his
just kind
mama,
of like, and his
and his
mama.
mama
Yeah.
accusing her of cheating for rubbing coconut oil on models that she's hiring for the company that is now paying for her son's fucking life. I can't stand.
I
And the
forgot about
foster
that.
care.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I didn't like that either. I
If
didn't
you're not
like that
married,
either.
you have no
You
claim.
have
But
no
she
claim.
still has issues with that little girl.
And that's sad because of him, you know, and him talking about she just using her and all this bullshit. I mean, I understood why that girl was acting out when he got out. I understood it because it was kind of like, you don't know what he putting in her head. Like, you just don't know.
Child.
So,
That was literally it, y'all, that happened on this I guess somewhat semi premiere return back, whatever the heck they're doing. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is back. It does air on MTV now, not VH1. Love and Hip Hop Miami, it may come back on the BET Plus app. If it does, I do use that app. I'll finish out the season, but for now we have Atlanta. Yay. What's to come next on my channel? I will get my review of the Tyra documentary out tomorrow. That will not be that long. A lot of what was in there, you guys, I'm sorry, was stuff that we've already known about and that has already come out. We're just finally getting the opinion of people who participated in the show. But I will get that out tomorrow. It will likely be an earlier thing that I do. I am in finals this week for school. I'm fighting for my life. I'm also starting a new class. My job is on some crazy stuff. They have this mandatory training we have to do for city employees. It's a mess. But that will be the next thing I get out. The other thing I will be doing on Friday will be The Valley. That'll be up in a pre-recorded. Then me and James are going to do Housewives of Beverly Hills. Shani is asking if either one of us is going to do the Carlos King interview with Mimi Faust. I was considering looking into it because I cover Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and I did watch the interview. It was interesting.
It was interesting. Honestly, I watched it as well.
I may review that on my channel, but if I do that, I will do that on Sunday because on Saturday I'm going to be busy. If I do that, of course, I'll have James join, but Mimi said a lot that she just.
I just felt like that was. I get why Carlos asked what he has. I wasn't mad at it, but at the same time, I was like, "Oh, Mimi, I wouldn't have did this."
He asked stuff we needed to know, but like you said,
it was kind of her answers were just so cringe, and I was like, "No." It didn't feel like the Mimi that I watched on Love and Hip Hop. This kind of felt like a different kind of Mimi, like like almost bitter kind of.
I feel like it was the same Mimi that we're used to, but she definitely did give off a certain disdain. But we will discuss that on the channel later in the week. We'll be on our Watch Your Best Friends channel over the weekend. Love During Lockup this weekend will be in the afternoon, not in the morning, because I have to get my hair braided. So sorry, y'all. I had to work with what I could work with. But you have time. She says, I didn't watch America's Next Top Model joint. Didn't watch the interview. I only saw a clip about Scientology. Huh. Mimi's been a goofball. Yes, because of Scientology.
I never liked her, so this is gonna be so interesting. Everyone was such a fan of me. I did not like Mimi at all.
Mimi, I didn't like or dislike her when she was on Love and Hip Hop. I started to dislike her though, based on her treatment of Arian, K. Michelle. Mimi's the type of friend that when she's going through stuff, you could tell she takes it out on other people, which is not fair. She also seems extremely like male, like she aligns with the men perspective. I
Mhm.
just want to hear Stevie J one last time. Olu Remy. Just one last time. Just one last time. But that's it for today, you guys. I hope everybody likes, share, subscribes. We are doing the best we can with what we got. We are a small channel. There is a link in the description of this video to James's channel, as well as other great creators such as Kiwan JTV, Miss Kira Speaks, Redefine Me Television, Shayna_MCD. Woo! There's several others I'm probably forgetting, but
We are coming across a lot of different people. We are meeting in this spotlight, which I'm happy about because it's good to see other Black content creators come through and show us love beyond our channels. We go to their channels, support them as well. So we love them all. Thank y'all for doing what y'all do.
absolutely, we really do. But other than that, y'all, check out Q1J's TV's Love and Hip Hop review as well. And I will see everybody tomorrow. Good night. And thank you, James. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.